Well, here we are again. It's Thursday and we're heading back to the Motor Expo. Today's exercise is to go and to see if we can organise the financing for the new Honda Civic. So definitely sort of follow us along and see what we find out. So we'll be looking at the car in Shanya's name. I don't have my yellow book, so I can't do financing, and I definitely don't want to sort of, transfer $40,000 from my Australian accounts just to buy a car. Although I could do that, I just don't see the point of spending $40,000 on a new car. As I said, it's a liability. It depreciates in value, right? Whereas that money in Australia gains in interest. Anyway, so don't forget, check out the website. Go to the website there. Click on the the little thing that says to receive push notifications, and we'll catch up with you as soon as we hit the impact centre. See you soon. Just stopping off to get the gas for the car. You get free water. We're just having a joke, the fact that the water is so expensive. They want 100 baht for one bottle of water. 100 baht, 200, 300 baht.
300
yeah, but the gas is free.
But gas free, it's okay.
Kun ding dong. Kun ding dong. My baby, she's all dressed up. So high-so.
No, not high so.
Yeah, you look high-so.
No.
Well, you want to buy new Honda? You want to buy new Honda?
Because I want to buy new car because have for long car and have problems somehow when I go somewhere. But I want to save myself, me and you and family too.
Okay.
I not buy for show people or for show off for want to look high, so but I want for safety when I go somewhere. Okay?
Yeah, catch
You understand me?
Yeah, so as we're going inside again to now discuss the whole thing of whether we can qualify for finance. Now when I say we, right, it's really got nothing to do with me, it's got to do with Shanya's credit rating. Now, in that respect, right, I paid for the last vehicle, the last financing. She was able to apply for the financing without any paperwork to me. And then we bought the small 125cc Honda MSX motorcycle, again on financing. So she's got credit history over the last 7 years on 2 vehicles, which should make her application go through fairly smoothly. But as I said, I've got no control of that. Ideally, if I had a yellow book, I'd be able to show financing and financial, and credibility and have no problem getting a finance deal, even here in Thailand. Considering I could probably buy the damn, I wouldn't have to be financing it if I really wanted to. I could just draw the money out of Australia. But that's beside the point. Like the whole idea is, they've got the specials on. You get all the extras thrown in. They're doing all these deals. So we're going to try to capitalise on that. Yep, so here we are again at the motor show, third time. Again, this is Thursday, so we came last Friday, and now it's Thursday, so it's been about a week. There has been a lot of discussions at home about the whole, buying a new car and what's wrong with the whole keeping service in the old car. And I have to agree with the fact that the old Vios is 14 years old. Now, if I had access to good Aussie mechanics and good Aussie spare parts servicing and things like that, I would definitely keep the Vios running myself. It's a good car, it's been good for the 7 years we've had it. But you know, as I said, I'm not allowed to work in Thailand. You know, if I was to be sort of seen underneath the bonnet of the car, it could ruffle somebody's feathers and it could, you know, shorten my stay here. Don't really want that happening. So I've got to work within the, you know, the Thailand motor trade industry, and quite frankly, I have very, very little hope for them to do a decent job. But we're all here, so you know now. Well, Honda's down that way, Dave. Where we want to go this way? You want to work around again? Oh my God! So I missed the Toyota stand completely last time. I think we sort of the Lexus and kept on walking. But there's the latest model Vios there. This one here is I can't tell particularly which model it is. The 1.5S, 789,000 baht. Again, I think it's a decent sort of car. You know, you're going to save yourself 300,000 baht from the Honda, and we've had 7 years good luck with one of those. We call it the Altis eSport. I don't think we really want a sports, but 979. This is the same price as the Honda. Range Rover, well it's Range Rover, Jaguar and Range Rover come from the same thing there. That's right, the Isuzu pricing, yeah, if you're looking at it as you know, a work car, I think these Isuzus come in pretty good at price. There we go, that's Isuzu standard work ute, 704,000. There's the dual cab ute. We've got a price on that one. What are we looking at there? 813,000. Of course, if you're going to buy a Porsche, do the girls come with it? I wonder. I guess if you drove one of these things down the main street to Pattaya, you probably pick up 10 girls like that. Yeah, so I might have bypassed this stand here, Tata Motors. I'm not quite sure who they are, but I've got a feeling, judging from that work vehicle price of 400,000 baht, I'm starting to think maybe these are actually all made in Thailand, and that's why they're not as expensive as the other utes. That's a good 30% saving on the utility style vehicle that we're seeing around for all the other brands. Pa's just over there looking at the whole Tata solution.
You see me today, I like fitting on the
Oh, yeah, of course you are, yeah. But yes, B's looking for something like a work vehicle so he can be employed again, and that might be something that he might like to take access to. It's not expensive. Well, it's expensive, but it's not expensive, if you know what I mean. Here we are, back at the Honda stand. Okay, now I got to go find the Civic. Here she is. This is the one that's caught her eye. Everybody else is hanging around. Okay, close the door, darling. I want to see you inside. You think good? What you think, darling? Yes? Not a bad looking car. Love the red. Of course, there's somebody said on the channel, buying the red cars is like waving the red banner in a bullfight. All the cops see you from a mile away. And of course now I think for me it's the best thing is just to stay out of the whole conversation. Because as I said, I don't have a yellow book, so I can't put the financing in my name. The back of the car styling on the Civic really does look quite nice. I would actually be more inclined to be going with the City. Again, it's a little bit narrower on the street, but you know, I think I'm going to get outvoted on this one. It's also save yourself 200,000 to 300,000 baht depending on your model. The City comes in a standard edition with NGV as well, which would again be a bonus. But they don't have the NGV model here. But you know, like if I was buying a car for around Bangkok, this would be something that I would be looking at as opposed to the Civic. But as we said before, she's just got her heart. She's had her heart set on the Honda for the well. I've known her coming up to 9 years. We bought the Vios 8 years ago, and even back then she was just saying that she wanted to buy the Civic. You know, even back then, that model Civic that was available then. But father talked her out of that for a number of reasons, also her being her first car and all that. So she, you know, we've had the Vios ever since. But you know, now it's time for something different. Here's a quick look inside the power plant for the turbo model. 174 psi boost. Yes, what can I say? At least the sales rep here actually speaks English. And she says, you know, what do you want to see now? I said, I want to see the power plant. Girls just like red colour. I want to see the power plant. This is the RS Turbo. This is the top of the line model. It's 1.2 million. I think it worked out when we did a 25% deposit. It was about, I think, 14,000 baht per month for 7 years. I'm not quite sure if that was the right numbers, but it's again, it's all part of the whole financing deal. I could damn well put the thing on credit card and buy it outright, but I don't want to sort of, you know, have any claim to fame or sort of sound like I'm being pretentious. It's not a wise thing to do, and I'd rather have my money gaining interest value rather than paying interest on a loan. So now we're just off to actually talk about the whole process of the financing and everything else. I won't take you all through that. It's really, as I said, it's up to she's got 2 financing deals that are on record. She's got good credit rating because we never defaulted on those loans. That is obviously a positive. She's also a Thai national, so that's another positive. You know how it goes. But anyway, we'll catch up in a minute. Yeah, so we've just gone through the whole thing. There's a whole 17 extras on the car. I won't go through the list because it's all written in Thai. He's given me the English versions of what they are. You know, like running skirts, spoilers, window protection, anti-rust protections, all the mod cons you want to put on one of these cars. There was only one thing I actually paid extra, which is what they call the window smash protector. That was an extra 11,000 baht. So we've got it all up. We've gone for 25% deposit, and the interest rate, because we're going to make the first payment when we pick the car up, we get the actual interest on the loan at 1.99%. Which again, it's, you know, to me that makes, you know, the whole thing a feasible concept. As I said, my investments make 7.5% interest. You know, I don't want to sort of, you know, take that money out of the bank and, you know, lose on that interest rate that I would normally get. So effectively, you know, for the 6 year, we've taken a 6-year loan, not a 7-year. You know, that money is better just to pay it off, pay the 1.9% interest on that balance, and then work from there. We've gone for first class insurance, so any idiot that wants to smash into the car, that's it, it's all taken care of. What else is there? Yeah, we've had the what they call the front camera fitted, and a few other bits and pieces. You know, like, you know, the carpet and stuff in the car, and all the nice stuff that you want in a car. So we've done all that, the paperwork's done, we've put 5,000 baht, that's like the application fee. If the loan gets turned down or if the finance gets turned down, which in my book is highly unlikely, she's got a good credit rating, then that 5,000, they pay the 5,000 baht back, whether or not you get the approval or not, so it's all good. But yeah, that's where we are. And she gets her new car and I get a very happy girlfriend, well, almost wife. So darling, you happy now?
I'm happy, but I just sure for everything is okay. Okay, if just say okay or not okay. When you know not okay, you can give money back.
So it's just come down to the fact that it's just got to go through the whole credit rating procedure now. She's got a credit rating which is everything that she's put on loan before, she's paid for. So she's got a good credit rating, she hasn't got a bad credit rating. And if everything goes well, then she's got the car in a couple of weeks. From what I understand, it's a couple of weeks, I don't know quite how long. So here we are again at the Honda bike stand. And as I said, this is the thing that I've been looking at myself. One of the other Thailand vloggers down in Phuket, he got one of these things in February, and he says there's a couple of things he didn't like about it, but that's more to do with the trim. Other than that, he enjoys the ride. Me, well, you know, it's a sort of style of bike that I wouldn't mind getting. We were looking at the 300cc at the Big C, but I'd be going for the 500cc.
Ready?
Good for feed. I think handlebar like this.
It's okay. I think look sexy like this. How feeling you try?
Good for small.
No, you lie. You.
That's sedang, okay. Red
Wow, so sexy boy.
So I was checking at the price of the Rebel. The Rebel 500cc, I think is 220,000 baht. Which again is not a bad price. That's like about, haven't got my calculator head on. It's about maybe $8,000 Australian. Yeah, it sounds a bit expensive, but as we said before, the prices of these things here are not relative to the prices in Australia. Yeah, so I'm going to do one more look around the motorcycles again. No, I'm not buying the motorcycle. This is something like I'm making myself a little bit of a deal. If I complete this 5-month training program and get back in shape, I'm going to buy myself a new motorcycle. As I said, the one that I am looking at is the Honda Rebel. I know it's one of the vloggers down in Phuket. He bought one early this year. He loves it. I've heard a couple of people sort of don't like it. You know, I've looked at a lot of reports, but you know, like honestly, what do you know? Like you're looking for a motorcycle, it's got to sort of have a function. Yeah, I'd love to get a big Harley Davidson just for the pose, but when you start to think about it, you know, like you really want to sort of go into them, you know, like spend that sort of money on a motorcycle when I'll probably never ride it. Whereas the 500cc serves like a dual function. I can still run it around the local village without any problem whatsoever. And it'll also do long trips, right? Whereas you know, the Harley Davidson, that's really something you would need. Too loud.
Got to be a joker, he just do what it please.
just a little bit of a thing there just going on. That's probably going to get a copyright strike on the music, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, I think we're going to get a coffee and get going. So it's goodbye for me and goodbye from her. You happy? You happy we get for the next
Just happy for one step.
one step? Yeah.
I need two steps.
I've even got myself a cap for good luck. How's that? Anyway, guys, we'll catch up with you later. Bye for now.